So I'm thinking just as I go a few things about life. I'm wondering some things. For example, I'm thinking about insects or whatever. An ant's nest or a bee's nest, and the insects are just bumbling around doing their thing. And I'm wondering if these creatures have minds. Do insects have minds? Do they think? Or are they just machines which operate? But then you have to think even operation by itself needs thinking of some kind. It needs to respond to events in its environment. So it seems that brains or minds rather have to exist even in very simple creatures. So what I'm wondering is that obviously we look at an insect, a worm, let's say, and we think that whatever mind it has to be extremely simple. And I'm thinking that aliens who are more advanced than us will look at us in the same kind of way. They would see us the way we see worms, or maybe. So we could be so far down the scale of intellect that we would appear as worms to alien creatures. And I think it's interesting to wonder where humanity fits in the scheme of things. In a supposedly infinite universe, there are bound to be other intelligences out there, and many of these intelligences will be way more in advance than us. And if we think about how we are now compared to how we are 1,000 years ago, then it can be seen that the intelligences which are out there could be way more advanced than us and would look upon us as if we were insects in comparison. And it is just stupefying. It's absolutely amazing to conceive of the range of intelligence that must be out there in the universe. It is stupendous just how amazing these intelligences must be. And there would similarly be other intelligences out there that are similar to us, and others where we are way more advanced than them. And it is really strange to wonder at just how intelligence exists around the universe and how common it is. I mean, is humanity common, or intelligence rather, is intelligence common in the universe? Or are we somehow special on this planet? And it is so strange that we can't know how common intelligence is. It's just impossible to know the likelihood of meeting aliens is. I mean, it's very frustrating that we cannot know how we fit in the scheme of things. Personally, I think intelligence is common, and there are a lot of intelligences out there, as well as possibly an infinite number of intelligences out there in an infinite universe. It is absolutely crazy that we can never, well, we certainly can never know for now how common intelligence is in the universe. And maybe we are unique somehow. That seems impossible, but maybe we are. And that's absolutely crazy. I think it's incredibly unlikely, but it just might be possible. I'm wondering though about a bee's nest and what a bee thinks. To whatever extent a bee thinks, it must think it amounts to a lot. It must think it's very important. And it must think its nest is very important. but we know it doesn't fit into the world we're in very highly. And that could be the same with humans. We could be insignificant as far as intelligence goes in the universe. Or we could be unique in the universe. It's completely stunning to try and conceive of how life fits into the universe, life on Earth. Are we important or not? Are we unique or not? Or are we the equivalent of an ant's nest? It's very frustrating that answers are really hard to find.